As a woman has her own powers, and the man also has his own powers.
What the f is that?
So when these two come together and they are in a relationship, who should be in charge?
Are you serious?
Hello guys, we're back to the Daily Grind podcast, and this is Lloyd Maths. We're back again with KJK,
Yes.
and
Oh.
this is a relaxed podcast. Just want to continue our discussion about relationships. You know, we loving people, so
Holy Jesus.
that's all we talk about, relationships.
That's the daily struggle of a man and a woman
Definitely.
who are in a relationship. So today I think we should dive into the power dynamics.
What is that?
As a woman has her own powers, and the man also has his own powers.
What the f is that?
So when these two come together and they are in a relationship, who should be in charge?
Are you serious?
In terms of what? Because in the relationships, there are situations where,
No, in
general,
same
crowd.
The same crowd.
Exactly.
There should be the other one that is leading the other one. But what we see nowadays is like a man and a woman should be equals.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Who's selling that bullshit?
It's how it is right now.
That's bullshit.
Is it?
No, that's bullshit.
I'm gonna come. Oh.
Even in the jungle, there can't be two kings. When you look at lions, there can't be two kings, two big lions that are ruling the same place.
Yeah.
No. There's always one. Otherwise, if he thinks that, if the next in command thinks that it's time to rule, they go and fight. If he's beaten, then the king goes away. He's actually discarded from the whole, community.
Yeah.
And the new one comes in, then he starts to rule.
Yeah.
Same with human beings, a male and a female. There can't be two kings.
Yeah. Now you're putting it in a natural context of how I put God in this discussion. That he created a man first, and later created a woman to help the man. So we find ourselves in a situation where, like, I'll say, is it the agenda, or is it the system, how it is putting this power dynamics between a man and a woman, where it is even said that they should be 50-50. Understand? So the reason I want us to discuss this topic about power dynamics between a man and a woman is because there is a lot of divorces, or should I say breakups, because when a woman is working and the man is also working, but you find the man is not earning a higher salary.
But the woman
is the
working
one
higher,
who's earning a higher salary. In many situations, the woman tends to disrespect the man. So I was thinking, what could be
the
done
problem
in order to not to, I can't say to level, but for each to understand their roles in a relationship.
I think systematically it's been destroyed from the roots. It's a challenge, I'm telling you. It's a big challenge, because from the whole system, it's been destroyed from the roots. You see, what you're talking about is called family structure. It starts from there, from the roots there. In the family dynamics,
Let's go.
there are structures that were put in place so that this kind of bullshit doesn't affect you later in life.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Already know in the family there that when the dead is there, you can see order is there.
Yeah.
order becomes there.
That was a fucking lie.
If the kids were being naughty and all that, once the father comes home, order is restored. The kids may be naughty and the mother is there, and the mother may be shouting, but the kids most of the time they don't listen. But soon as the dad steps in, order is restored. There's no 50-50 there. When the father comes in, there is order. So from that structure, you already know that the father holds more power. Irregardless if he's not working and the mother is working, he is still respected as the father, and he holds power there. So once that is broken, as you grow up and as you get married, it's also a broken structure as well. You're not going to start respecting your husband just because you are married, when you have not been shown that there is a structure to be followed there.
No, the thing is that what you are talking, what comes into my mind, you are talking about how we used to see our parents treating each other in a relationship. The man will know his role and the woman will know his role. Now it came to a point where like what we believe in, moreover as Africans, it seems like there was an intruder who saw that this African family structure is firm, and when it's like this, it was sort of a threat to the invaders who came in the African family structure. Because I believe this 50-50 is not African. It is something that is foreign to us.
Not only African, it's not traditional.
Boom, bam, bop.
Look at the traditions all over the world. Those people who have traditions or cultures, regardless if it's whatever they believe in, but as long as they have a culture and a tradition, that family structure is there and it's the same. But soon as you take out tradition and culture, things become chaotic.
Bada bop, boom, pow.
Things are chaotic. When you look at the Indians, I love the Indians, not because they pray to God and all. No, they are not praying to God, but their culture, their structure of their culture, you can see that it's structured and there's respect there and everything that you need to follow is there. When you look at the Chinese, same thing, even though they don't pray to Jesus. But when you look at their family structures, it's there, it's structured. You respect your elders, you respect your husband if you're a lady and all this. But take out culture, everything becomes chaotic.
Everything collapses.
Everything collapses.
Because as you said earlier, it starts at family level.
Root level.
So what has happened is that, according to my observation, is that family structure was invaded either through the media and the education, but moreover, it will be through the media.
That was a fucking lie.
In a form of television, the programs that we see on television, and the news that are supplied to us. So most people they rather sit down and watch television. And once you sit down and you absorb what you are being programmed to,
You are programmed.
when you stand and go outside, you will want to replicate or act as you were programmed. For example, Soapies, I don't like Soapies. Those, I don't like them because the minute or the time I saw that these Soapies are the ones that are programming people's minds and behaviors, that's where I said, no.
You don't want to watch it.
We're doing the wrong direction now. Because it's the Soapies and television and other television programs that introduce this thing, where like a woman now is being given a man's role, and the man now has to submit to
The
the
woman.
woman, which is something that is
Culturally, it's taboo.
Culturally,
It's taboo.
as you said, like in many societies and different tradition in the world. So it has to do with the media and the education over in universities, because you have courses where these courses are dedicated to teaching people, over women, that they should be in charge. Anything that a man can do,
You can do
they
also.
also can do, which is, I'll say it's a lie, because a man has his role and a woman has his role. For example, let's say we start a company. We start a company. You are the director, and maybe I am the shareholder. Immediately, I, as a shareholder, want to act in your role. It will be problematic.
Disastrous.
And you also on your side, when you try to act on my role, we won't go anywhere. So that's what is happening, and that's what there is a lot of. I'll use marriage. There is a lot of divorces in marriages, because naturally, as a man, as a loving man, let me say, as a loving man to your wife, and you find that your wife is now inherited this new form of power dynamics. She wants to be the
50-50.
one over who's taking charge and telling you to make her a sandwich, you know. So naturally you will be reluctant. No. This is not how it's supposed to be. I don't like this kind of treatment.
You see, there is a thin line. The example that you gave is a very good example, but there is a thin line. Women, not only women, people, because women are programmed that you can do a man's job, and men are being programmed that they can do your job, so they need to accept it.
Yeah.
So they need to accept it. So we are being programmed. But now, even if you are a traditional man and a traditional woman, there comes a time when, let's say, your wife has gone to work and you are off, not doing anything at home and everything. And then you just decide, no, since my wife is not there and she's coming a bit late today, let me help her with cooking. Start cooking. You're already there. You're already home anyway. You help her with cooking. You cook. She found the food ready. And she eats. That's not power dynamics. That came from your heart. Say, no, let me do something nice for my wife. But if you do it 3-4 times, other women now became to expect you to do it when they are not there. Say, because you're at home and I'm at work, cook. There becomes a problem. You see? So to avoid it, most men would rather not cook at all, even if they're at home. Say, no. If I do this,
I'll be expected.
You see, it becomes an expectation. So it's a big problem.
It's a big problem. It's a big problem.
So I think the challenge is to unprogram the program, because the program starts from school level, tertiary level, that they can do everything. Tertiary level, primary, secondary, university. Now, after being programmed for 13-15 years, when he comes inside your house, you marry her and she's supposed to submit, because at school they are not taught submission there. It's 50-50. So no one should submit to each other because they are equal. Now when you are married, it becomes a big challenge.
And funny enough, even in the church, there's this chapter or verse, I forgot the scripture, where it says men should love their women and women should respect
their husbands.
men, and some versions say submit.
Mm-hmm.
So it is difficult even in the church that when the scripture says a woman should submit herself to a man, the word submission on its own it is triggering to other people's emotions. They see it as a man is oppressing the woman by saying she should submit to the man. They see as being superior over.
Why are they triggered?
I don't know.
Did they continue to read that verse forwardly?
No, nowadays it's just about a word.
No.
If, for example, do you know that abortion? When you say someone committed abortion, the woke ones will say no, it's not abortion. It's not called abortion.
It's called what?
Termination of unwanted pregnancy.
Which is abortion?
Which is, yeah.
They would rather explain it.
Yeah, yeah. So even the word prostitution, it's a no way to utter.
And what should they say?
A sex worker.
Oh, sex worker. A professional sex worker.
Yeah, but just say a sex worker. Don't say someone is a
prostitute.
Yeah, make people offended.
So the truth offends.
The truth offends.
Amen. If you are selling yourself, you are a sex worker, irregardless of what people say or what the law says. That you're a prostitute. Finish a clan. You're a prostitute if you are selling your body.
Yeah. No, the thing is that by eliminating some of the words, they want to make what is wrong acceptable. Yeah, and what is evil also acceptable. That's how to just make your conscience accept your evil ways or the wrongdoings that you are doing and say, that's a nice way to describe me. Now I'm not doing something that even my conscience will feel bad about it. Because if I say you are a prostitute, your conscience will accuse you. Nah, this is something that is totally wrong.
That's a bad word.
That's a bad thing, man. But if I say you are a sex worker, you are working. There's nothing wrong in
the sex industry.
It's an industry. You are just like someone who is a professional nurse or a doctor or engineer. You are working. They are working. You two are working. That's how it is.
No, I don't agree. They are prostituting. That's it. Finish a crack. Let me ask you something. In this power dynamics, whether you are not married yet, I assume, I'm not sure.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yes.
You're not married yet.
Yes.
How then do you resolve the dynamics before you get married?
I think the best way to resolve the dynamics is to have a conversation about the roles of the two in a relationship. Know how the person's views and opinions are about the whole thing. Does she believe in 50-50? Does she believe that you as a man you should be in charge and be the head? Or she doesn't believe in all that you believe in? If you say from the start and talk about it, that we should have roles to play. If you are a woman, you know your roles to play, and if I'm a man, I have my roles to play. And then if the two of you can come to a point where you agree that your roles will be played how, that would be a better way to solve this conflict between men and men. Because what I realize is that this